Hey y'all, welcome back to the Faithful Farmer Mama. Nikki Lynn, and I am here to help you grow your own food, make it your own, and live a more natural and healthy lifestyle. Before we get started today, I'm going to ask that you go down below and find the subscribe button along with the bell if you haven't already. Make sure you click that so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. You won't want to miss what's happening this season on the farm, other than the wind. And that I am sorry for. We have harvested all of our onions and everything that's in this back part of this garden bed. Today I'm going to show you some of the things that are happening in this bed and here on the farm. Well, all of the onions are finally out of the bed and we are drying them. So this bed needs more mending, which is why my onions were not as big as I had hoped that they would be. So after I pulled them, I added compost, manure, and some fertilizer. Tilled it in, and then I replanted some more vegetables so that we would have more come the fall. I put in some yellow onions here that I had from my spring planting. You can find that video sometime back in early March. And here I put in some potato seed. I still had some potato left from my planting also. It's best to get your potato seed from specific places that deal with gardening. I had some other onion bulbs that I needed to plant. They were a little soft, but I planted them because you never know how they'll do. And then I put in some sweet potato vines. I have 3 of them here. They don't look the greatest because I waited too long to put them in the ground, but you never know if they will actually do something, so always take the chance. So since we harvested all of the onions in the back flower bed here in the raised bed garden, I'm going to show you today how you can simply store them just by braiding them and keeping them in a cool, dark place throughout the winter so that you can use them. There are lots of videos here on YouTube where you can find people who instruct you how to do it. So today is more of just a visual. I'm just learning this myself, so it's not the easiest, but with a little patience and a little bit of work, you can make it happen too. So here was the last of the onions that we harvested, and although they're not the hugest onions in the world, they actually are really good size, and I want to try and save these so that I can use them more in the winter time. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut off the roots after I braid them, but I wanted to show you how I braid these little onions so that we can actually preserve them in our pantry. The key to braiding is to make sure you have 3 pieces, and when you're adding, you would do this like a French braid. I always leave them separated, pulling the part that I add underneath the center piece, leaving it in the middle. Now that it's braided, I'm going to actually tie this off with a piece of wire or string, and then I'm going to actually cut all the roots off of this so that I can hang this up in my pantry. Isn't it pretty? And sort of simple. It took me about 4 tries to actually do this one in front of you today, but as long as you keep the onions close, that's the key. You just gotta kind of keep these close together, and always make sure you lay in the middle and then pull the other side over onto it. So I brought these inside, and as you can see, the onion root is still on the actual onion. So I'm just taking a pair of kitchen shears and I'm cutting the roots off as close to the bulb as I can. This will actually help to preserve the onion longer while it is in my root cellar or in the cool, dark place where you're going to actually store these. I have actually been able to braid 3 onion braids with the onions that we've harvested. They aren't the best, but they will definitely preserve a lot better this way. So although I still have some onions that didn't quite make it into the braid, I'm going to actually braid just these 6 that I have and hang those as well. But the little ones that I still have left, I will chop up and actually put in a bag to put in the freezer for later. This way they're always pre-cut, and all I have to do is just grab a bag when I'm cooking dinner or making some kind of meal for my family. Well guys, that's it for today, and I really hope that I was able to help you kind of learn a little bit of something about how to preserve your food, especially onions in the middle of summer, so that you'll have deliciousness in the middle of fall, winter, and spring of next year. Thanks, y'all. See you next time. Bye.